Well. So, Nintendo has announced that them, along with the Pokemon Company, are suing Pocket Pair, the developer of Palworld, for still put copyright infringement, but it's actually patent infringement. Yeah, right there, it's patent infringement. So here's the lawsuit. Let me hide my face here, or the image here. Nintendo Company headquarters, Kyoto City, President CEO Shintaro, hereinafter referred to as the company in collaboration with the Pokemon Company, filed a patent infringement lawsuit against Pocket Pair Company in the Tokyo District Court on September 18th, 2024. The lawsuit seeks an injunction against defendants and compensation for damages, alleging that the game Palworld, developed and sold by the defendants, infringes multiple patents. In order to protect the valuable intellectual property that we have built up through many years of hard work, we will continue to take the necessary measures against any infringement of our intellectual property, including our brand. Now, this comes on the heel of yesterday. Nintendo won $15 million for suing another game. Right here, Pokemon Company wins $15 million copyright lawsuit against game that copied Pokemon characters. Pokemon Company won 15 in a lawsuit against a Chinese company appeared to blatantly use Pokemon characters in its game. As reported by GameBiz, the Pokemon Company announced its success in the lawsuit over Pocket Monsters Reissue, also known as, I can't even pronounce that one, I'm just going to call it Pocket Monster Reissue, a turn-based role-playing mobile game alleged to include characters such as Ash Ketchum and Pikachu. Now look, the reason why I bring this up is because in the beginning, everyone assumed that this was going to happen. You had people making sketches like RDC. We all thought that this was towing the line a little bit, right? You had some characters that looked just too close, like Lucario and Anubis, Cremis, I think, or Cream something, and Eevee. You had very similar characters, and then I felt like the premise of the game is essentially Pokemon, and they just kind of added a couple things here and there, like the survival aspect and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, when this game launched, everybody loved it. I think one of the consensus among the community is that they wish Pokemon, right, Nintendo and Pokemon Company were innovating stuff like this already, right? I mean, you got to think about it. It's like this game is being successful, a franchise, and they've been pushing it forward, but it's going very slowly. Let's just put it that way. And it feels like Palworld has really introduced stuff that a lot of people wanted in Pokemon games, right? So the success was huge. I mean, the game was a phenomenal when it came out, right? This was in the beginning of the year, 2024. And we kind of felt that eventually Nintendo would do this. A lot of people swore that they've talked it out and that, they're in Japan. They obviously known and they're going to let them be and stuff like that. And it's like, yesterday, after they win this $15 million against a game, I tweeted that Palworld, reading this and seeing that it's not them, the Homelander meme, and a lot of people even then were defending it, right? You had Palworld is different but similar design, but not direct Pokemon clone. As demonstrated by the modern Nintendo, is only going to care about Palworld if someone puts Ash or Pikachu in the game. Now people are starting to react to it, with the news that they did. Palworld is being sued. But, look, literally knew they had nothing to worry about. I mean, obviously, you just see these quotes, right? And they all defended it then. Now they're saying age like milk, age poorly because the news came out. I have bad news. But, yeah, Palworld isn't a clone. So a lot of people didn't think that it was going to happen, right? After I sent this out yesterday. Now, 15 hours later, now that's where you're seeing these tweets. They're like age like milk, and some of them did come back and apologize, even to me, saying, like this person here, Palworld's different but similar design. And then he comes back later on and says, I think maybe it was a reply to this guy. right here. It's only a couple of pounds that appear straight off or something like that. And then he comes back, I believe, and says, well, I've spoken too soon. And then it's suing. So you had some people correct it in there. But yeah, it's like I said, they were towing the line for a while. And Nintendo, they like to, it feels like Nintendo only does certain things when they feel they have a shot at winning. So it's going to be very hard, in my opinion, for Power to win this. At least enough, you know. I don't think it's going to be a situation where they're going to have to shut the game down like most of those the clones, like, you know, like Pokemon Uranium and stuff like that, where they're blatantly taking the name, etc. I do think that they're probably going to go ahead and try to make like a licensing agreement or something of that nature, to where a lot of the money that they've gotten so far is probably going towards Nintendo, and they'll probably be able to stay in operation, right? They keep the game up, but they're probably going to have to pay something with Nintendo. In the end, I think that Nintendo and Pokemon Company, I feel like if they're going to go ahead and go with this route, then maybe they should, you know, at least get with them, Pocket Pair, and try to come up with an agreement that in the future they have input or something that they could do with the game to push Pokemon forward. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We shall see. But this is pretty big news. I mean, I know Palworld doesn't have the same community that it had in the beginning of the year. It feels like the game has kind of died down. It's not really necessarily their fault. It's just that the game gets very repetitive pretty quickly. And since there wasn't any new stuff coming out, or they haven't been quick, let's just say, to pump out the DLCs and things of that nature to keep the game fresh, while there's been a lot of stuff that's been coming out after the fact, right? So a lot of games are going through that. Helldivers went through it, although now Helldivers feels like they're back. I just saw that Palworld did respond, I guess, on Twitter. Let's go ahead and pull it up. But apparently they just tweeted something. Let's see. So Palworld's official Twitter. At least we think it's Palworld's official Twitter. Palworld. No, they haven't sent anything. At least not the official Twitter. But apparently somebody, I guess the CEO or somebody, tweeted out a smiley face so far. A smiley face. That's their response to everything so far, is a smiley face. So, yeah, I guess maybe they're waiting for the day or two. I don't know. We'll see. Who do you guys think is going to win the battle? Nintendo and Pokemon Company versus Palworld. Which game is going to come out on top? Which one's going to be the superior version going forward? No, I'm just playing. I mean, look. In an ideal scenario, both games can coexist. We'll see what happens. I do believe that Nintendo, like I said, I don't feel like they get involved much unless they feel they really have a solid case. So I feel like Palworld is the one that's going to be in a disadvantage here. We shall see, though. We shall see. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm out.